Hi guys, welcome back to this review again. This time the crazy guys from Cigarsindia.in asked me to review Drew Estates, another of their Vitola, Drew Estates Kentucky Fire Cured cigar. So this is it in the wrapper. Let's take it out of the wrapper. First thing that hits you about this cigar is the remarkable smell. Now, before I used to smoke, I tried the Kentucky Fire Cured cigar before, and it was the smaller Vitola. It was the aroma on that was not as pronounced as this. This is just purely remarkable. I'll go on to that a bit later, but first, I just wanted to explain the unbelievable aroma on this. Amazing. Straight out of the wrapper, unbelievable. Anyway, I'll get onto that a bit later on. But so let me take off the wrapper. The construction is very nice. So let's see if I can get it close to the focus. So this, if you're just reading my notes, as I said, it comes from the same stable as the Mauwat. Now what's Mauwat? It's the My Uzi Weighs a Ton line of cigars, which, as I said, comes from the Drew Estate plantation and factory. They have a number of other cigars like the Liga Privada and the Nica Rustica. Again, I've tried the Nica Rustica, amazing cigar, but this, especially the My Uzi Weighs a Ton, and more so the Kentucky Fire Cured, they just offer so many complexities that it's just mind-blowing. So enough of me yapping. I'll cut and light the cigar, and then I'll explain a bit more. So light it. I don't know if you can see this. Just put it in the ashtray. It's a nice cut. Just have a inhale of this, suck the air in, and see what kind of flavors I'm getting. Still that smoky character. And it's not even lit. It's nicely moistened, so let me light it. Within this range of Kentucky Fire Cured cigars, you have three sizes. One is a 6x52, which is this one, and it's called Just a Friend. Again, the guys from Drew Estates like to have nice quirky names for their cigars, and I say hats off to them. They perfectly earned that right to have something with those names, bearing in mind the remarkable quality of their cigars. So here I'm lighting it again. So this is Just a Friend, which is a 6x52. The other two sizes are 5x56 ring gauge, which is a Fat Molly, and the final one, which is a chunky, which is a 4x46 ring gauge. So it's a nice short smoke. Now I've tried the Fat Molly, again, with remarkable smoke, but one thing I didn't detect in that, but which I detected in this, was, as I said, the immediate aroma of the smoky quality of that cigar without it even being lit. So, remarkable. Going on the history of the company, they were founded by two guys, Jonathan Drew and I think Marvin Samuel. Haven't got the details on when they actually founded it, but I know that they set up in Nicaragua, Jonathan Drew moved to, I think it's Esteli in Nicaragua, and he has the plantation there, and they've just developed a new factory, built a new factory to process this, and it's supposedly one of the premier, if not the best factory in the country. So this is nicely lit. Let me just give it one more go. Wow. This is really remarkable. It really is outstanding. You just get some of my notes on this. Why is it called Kentucky Fire Cured as opposed to the normal line of cigars? Well, the name gives it away. Unlike most cigars and most of the cigars in their range which dry or cured or aged just by air, they put in barns and they're just aged like with wind and the air just drying it. These are actually aged in barns which are specially constructed where there are fires and I'm not sure which types of wood, either hickory, maple wood or one or two other types of wood, which are lit and cause the curing process. So this is additional quality of the smoke actually being imbued by the cigar, the tobacco leaf, and giving it that smoky character without it even being lit. The closest approximation which I found was to, if for you pipe smokers out there, is a latakia. Now just imagine that latakia smell, and for me, I just love latakias. I'm not a big fan of the other, flavored varieties, but that one is just smoke. Just smoke. It's unbelievable, and this has that in abundance. So it's again a remarkable and very pioneering approach. Having said that, they have said that it was actually not something new. It's been done for about 200 years prior, but it's good that these guys are actually revisiting such techniques and not just going through the same process with different varieties of tobacco. The reason why I'm going on about the history and all these details, I will get on to the flavor and character profile in a short while, is that I think this needs to be told and documented so that you have, if you guys are interested, you have an understanding and you get a fuller background of where these guys are at and why I have so much respect for them. This is from a person like me who is a devout Cuban lover of Cuban cigars are the be all and end all. But thanks to the guys from Cigarsindia.in, they've turned me on to true estates, and I haven't been disappointed. So let me just start with going through the flavor profile of the cigar. Draws beautifully. The interesting thing about the smoke on this is it's slightly yellow. I don't know what the content, the chemical content of the soil they have there is, but it certainly is kind of different. Usually I find those with aged cigars. Cuban cigars have a slightly bluish tinge, but this has a yellow kind of tinge in the smoke. I'm just getting loads of smoke, chocolate, and there's nothing harsh. There's no peppery quality. There's nothing peppery or spicy about it. It's just doing away with all those what you typically find with a lot of cigars. This is the way this non-Cuban cigar should taste, or this is the way a Cuban cigar should taste. They've just thrown that into the dustbin and said, look, try these new flavors out. And I'm just getting these unique flavors which you really won't find on any other cigar. and it's creamy. There's caramel. Now, just imagine this. You have a frying pan, you put cream on it, and it gets slightly burnt. You just overheated it. I don't know what happened, but it was burnt. But that's the character that's coming out of this. So you have some chocolate, you have caramel, not caramel, cream, burnt cream. That's what I'm getting on this. And it's very sweet. There's no harsh flavors, no harsh characters coming out of this at all. Just interesting. It's taking me on a journey which is completely off the beaten track. You have the map. The guys at Drew Estates took that map, threw it in the bin and say, hey, let's draw another map and let's take you on this route. Let me stop for a while and let it settle in some more and see if there are some changes, and I'll get back to you at the next point. Hi guys, welcome back. I have detected some changes in that. Now, in the cigar, now I find I'm a big whiskey drinker. I love my whiskies. I love my Islas from Scotland, and especially the peat, the strong peaty quality, the medicinal quality, I'm actually picking up in the cigar as well. So again, that profile from what was nice and creamy, I've got this nice medicinal. If you love Scotch whiskey, you're going to love this cigar. You can hold those Scotch whiskies with this, and this cigar can hold its own against them. It's got that medicinal, smoky, peaty quality, which is typical of an Islay whiskey. Now, where do they get the leaf from? Predominantly it's, as the name says, Kentucky, and the remainder is from Virginia as well. This is for the cured part, fire-cured part of the cigar. The remainder of the bunch, when they're put together, they actually come from their Nicaraguan and Brazilian Matafina leaf. So, and they're all long filler, so you're not going to get shortchanged with these guys. The wrapper is San Andreas oily Madura wrapper. So you're getting a lot of different characters coming out in this cigar. Still no harsh qualities. There's nothing which spikes up in the cigar which says, oh, okay, this is, you can identify me by. What you have here is just a pleasant, different experience. That's the smoke for a start, the smoky quality. I know now it's lit, that's still that will be mixed with the smoke from the cigar itself, but I still get that Latakia smell coming through. It's still creamy. Not as much, as I said, because it had that kind of medicinal point which just came up a bit. It's gone down again. So again, this is taking me on a nice ride, not the heights, chasms and the summits of a valley and the peaks of a mountain, but certainly it's taking me on a nice variation within certain parameters, and I'm not disappointed. The only thing I say is, as I said before, was the smoke seems to be a bit bluer than the smoke I detected in the Fat Molly, which was much yellower. It's still, I can see that yellow kind of tinge to it, but not as pronounced as a Fat Molly. So I'm not sure whether there's whether it was just those particular cigars or whether they've changed it in any way, but just an observation. nicely settled down. The draw is good. I'll get back to you a bit further if there's any further change. Hi guys, I'm back again. The remarkable thing about True Estate cigars generally is I have to keep stopping and starting so many times because the profile on this cigar changes so frequently. Normally you see me with a segment saying, okay, I'll see you in the next stage or the next stage. Usually it's about 2 or 3 times and that's about it. But this changes literally every 1 or 2 minutes as you're smoking the cigar. And you know, I certainly don't want to bore you, and as I said, this is my humble opinion of this cigar. I mean, by no, but I know what I like, and I certainly like this cigar. Now, going back to the taste of this cigar, from that peaty medicinal quality I was alluding to in the Isla whiskies, it's gone back again. It's now, I just get loads and loads of creamy quality, smoked, a bit burnt cream, but cream nonetheless. And it slides across through your mouth, down, as I say, hitting me right at the back of the throat in a pleasant way. Usually when I detect, or I say that a cigar, oh, it's hitting me at the back of the throat, it's usually an unpleasant kind of effect, but this is not that case at all. This is just gently just sliding down, hitting me right, it just hit right here. And the guys from Cigarsindia.in, Adelash, he's just had a puff or two as well, and he finds that it's hitting him there as well, but in a really nice way. There's nothing harsh about this. It's just giving you a different profile, different flavors. As I said, now it's cream. Before it was the Isla kind of single malt characteristic. Before that it was chocolate. So all these wonderful things that, as a human, you know, unless you dislike chocolate, unless you dislike cream, all the bad things, then you're not going to like this cigar. But if you love cream, you love chocolate, you love the smoky kind of flavor, then you're going to love this cigar. It's just, it just keeps delivering from, in fact, from the time I lit it, and I'm sure to the time it gets to the end, it'll just keep on delivering. This is pretty much the same. I'm going to get back to you in a short while, towards the end, if there's a change in profile. Hi guys, I'm coming up to the final segment of the cigar, and it's just offering the same thing, so I won't repeat what I've said before. You'll just love this cigar. Price point, we're looking at 1,350 rupees for this smoke. Trust me, for that price you're getting a remarkable cigar. The size, the dimension, everything about this is just remarkable. Go to the guys in Cigarsindia.in, the trusted retailer for this, and as far as I'm aware, they're the only people who actually are selling this particular Vitola and Drew Estates generally throughout India. They're also launching the tasting room in Bangalore, in Indranagar. So if you want to come down and meet the guys and explore the wonders and the beauties of cigars, especially Drew Estates, then please feel free to come over. They're in the process of setting it up. Give it another month, so hopefully, I'm not sure when this review will be out on YouTube, but give it about a month or so, say February or something. You'll have a sexy place to come and try these cigars, and the guys at Cigarsindia.in, will be more than helpful in guiding you through your cigar choices and just trying new cigars as well. As I said previously, I was a hardcore, die-hard Cuban fan, but thanks to these guys, they've actually put me onto something with Drew Estates, which is just out of this world. There's nothing negative I can say about this cigar. It just takes you, just to finish off, it just takes you on an experience without any of the pitfalls of the cigars. Now you're thinking, okay, well there must be some, but I cannot, for the life of me, find anything bad about this cigar. As I said, I smoked the Fat Molly before, and I thought that was the be-all and end-all of the Kentucky Fire Cure range, but this, sorry, my mind was wandering a bit there. This cigar, which is just a friend, again, 6x52 ring gauge, just takes it to a new level. I would say this is the flagship. And if you're a seasoned smoker and you've tried a lot of different cigars, non-Cuban and Cuban, and you want something completely different, and I can't emphasize that anyway, this takes you to a different arena completely. You're not going to be disappointed with this. So hopefully February sometime, we'll see you guys here in the tasting room in Indranagar, details of which will be put on the link below. Please check us out on Facebook, give us a like, and also on Twitter. Also tell us if we can do anything to improve, because this will be for your benefit as well. That's what we're trying to do. Hope you like this video, and catch you in the next one.